At the edge of a small Galilean village, an old lamp maker named Eli sat beneath his awning each evening, trimming wicks and filling lamps with oil. People came to him not because his shop was large, but because his lamps burned steady and bright. One day a young teacher named Mara arrived, troubled and unsure. She had been asked to speak before her congregation about the Gospel of Mark, and the task felt too great for her. She knew many facts, but she feared her words would be empty. "How can I help people remember what matters most?" she asked. Eli smiled and held up a lamp. "Tell me," he said, "what is this lamp for?" "To shine," Mara replied. "And where does its light come from?" "From the flame." Eli nodded. "Then the lamp does not boast about itself. It does not say, 'Look at my clay, my handle, my shape.' It simply receives the flame and gives light to the room." Mara listened as the evening shadows grew longer. Eli set another lamp beside the first. "The gospel is like that. It begins with Jesus and ends with Jesus. Mark does not ask us to admire the lamp, he asks us to behold the light. Jesus is the Son of God, the servant king, the crucified and risen Savior. He loves the rejected, calls sinners to faith, welcomes disciples, redefines greatness through service, forgives failures, dies on the cross, and walks out of the tomb alive. This is the gospel." Mara lowered her eyes. "I know these truths," she said quietly, "but I want my life to say them clearly." Eli handed her a small flask of oil. "Then do not try to make yourself the center. Let your voice be a lampstand. Whether you preach to a crowd, teach a child, speak to a friend, or share your testimony at a kitchen table, let your words carry his light. The world is not changed by the brightness of the vessel, but by the glory of the flame within it." That night Mara returned home and prayed before preparing her message. She did not try to sound impressive. She simply opened the scriptures and told the story of Jesus. She spoke of the one who called fishermen, healed the broken, rebuked the proud, carried the cross, and rose in victory. As she spoke, people wept, believed, repented, and were strengthened. Not because Mara had become great, but because Christ had been made beautiful in her words. Years later, others remembered her not as a remarkable speaker, but as one who always pointed beyond herself. Like John the Baptist, she had learned to say, "He must increase, but I must decrease." The lesson: faithful Christian communication is not about making ourselves impressive, but about carrying the light of Christ so that every word points people to Him.